Hey everyone, and welcome to Econ 2302, Section 5005. This is a microeconomic class, and I hope that you all had a restful summer and you are ready for this fall semester. This is a 16-week class, fully online, where basically everything will be on D2L. You don't have to come to campus, obviously, because I get this question, okay, should I come for the test and whatnot? No, you don't have to. Just let me clear that at the beginning. I'm the instructor of the course. My name is Dr. Bayanpur Tarani. I'm a full-time faculty here at Lone Star College Sci-Fair, and I've been teaching here for almost 10 years now. I studied economics. I have a PhD in economics, and I'm very passionate about the topic, obviously, and also to educate everybody about economics. And let's be honest, we all need economics in our lives, no matter what your major is. You're constantly using economic concept without even knowing it every single day. When you go out of the door, let's say, deciding if you should buy a cup of coffee from McDonald's or not, you are making an economic decision. Okay, so I believe that everybody should know about economics, not just because of your major, not because it's required for you to take an economic class. So just look at it in a way that it will help you to be a better decision maker after taking this class, hopefully. Okay. So let me talk a little bit about the difference between microeconomics and macroeconomics, and I will jump into what basically you need to know about this class to be successful. That's my goal. I don't want you just to pass this class. I want you to pass this class with good grades. So if you took macroeconomics, you probably remember some of the topics that are related to a country's economy, like unemployment. Everybody's talking about inflation, interest rate, government, banking. These are all the topics that we learn in macroeconomics, okay? Anything that is related to a nation's economy, GDP. These are the topics that we cover in macro. But this is a microeconomics class. So we look into the economy in more detail. We're still going to talk about the foundation of economics in our class to start with, like topics demand, supply, cost, benefit, decision-making process. We will talk about demand and supply that you probably heard about. That's the main topic in economics. So we do cover those, and then we'll be focused on businesses. Okay, that's what I meant by looking into the economy in more detail. So in microeconomics, we're more focused on how individuals make decisions, how businesses and firms make decisions to be successful. So we will talk more about businesses. If you want to have your own business in the future, this is a perfect class for you to take. We will talk about profit maximization in different markets we have in microeconomics. So these are the topics that you can expect to learn in this class. So we're not going to talk about GDP. We're not going to talk about inflation, which is pretty hot these days, but we are not going to talk about those topics. Those are all macro topics. And let me just tell you also one thing before I forget. So if you take macroeconomics with us at Lone Star College Sci-Fair, you will find the five first chapters in this class exactly the same as your macro class. So please be patient. Look at it as a review. If this is the first time you're taking any econ class here with us, even that's awesome. So you didn't see those chapters before, but I just want to say, don't be surprised that you're saying, oh, I saw this chapter in my macro. Yes, that's the textbook, because of the textbook that we use, the author that we use, and because those five chapters are very, very important to build basically our understanding about economics and give us that foundation that we need to understand later on micro topics or macroeconomic topics. Okay, so I just wanted to clear that. Don't be surprised, they're exactly the same. Again, if this is the first time you're taking an econ class, you're not going to be surprised with anything. All the materials will be new to you. Let me talk a little bit about how you can reach out to me. Obviously, this is an online class, so the best way for you to reach out to me is via email. We all have two email addresses in Lone Star. One is through our D2L, so you can email me through D2L. Let me just tell you that I check my D2L once or twice a day. Sometimes I don't check it over holidays. We do have few holidays this semester, like Thanksgiving, Labor Day. What else we have? So during that time, I don't really check my D2L that often. Okay, and I will be out of town for Thanksgiving week. So the best way to reach out to me is using our second way of communication, which is our Lone Star email. We all have Lone Star email. So I'm very fast in responding that. I have it on my phone, so I check it more often. I get notification about that. So if you're taking a test, if it's over weekends, holidays, that is the best way that you can reach out to me. And please use your own Lone Star College email to reach out to me. And the reason for that is, let me just let my dog out of the office. He's here. He's just making some sound. Apologize for that. It was nagging. um, so as I was saying, it's better if you use your Lone Star email when you are communicating my Lone Star email, because sometimes I don't get it. Your email, if you're sending it from your Gmail, from whatever platform that you use, it might go to my spam and I won't get it. So this is the safest way to communicate. I do have in-person classes on campus. I teach both online and face-to-face. So I do have office hours. If you want to see me in person, you can just shoot me an email. We can arrange some time for you so you can come and see me on campus, obviously. But again, this is an online class. You don't really have to come to campus. Even if it's difficult for you, we can do WebEx. WebEx means you don't really have to come on campus in person. So these are different ways that you can communicate with me. And let me tell you that communication is the key. If you have any problem, let me know before it's too late, okay? Don't contact me after Thanksgiving and tell me, oh, I missed this much work, or, oh, I don't have the book. And trust me, I do have some students that are telling me that will be too late for me to help you, okay? You missed the entire semester, all the materials, so it will be super duper late. So if you do have any problem, please let me know. We are all human beings. And again, I'm just here for your success. I want you to pass this class with good grade, okay? Because I know many of you take our classes to transfer. So if your grade is not good, you won't be able to transfer, okay? Let me now see if I can share my screen with you and talk a little bit about, where could I share? Oh, here. And let me talk to you a little bit about our class, okay? Let me put and share. All right, so you should have an access to our D2L. You're registered for the class. So this is our class. So what I all did was, so this is the face of our class right now. Of course, I will post different stuff in here. So every time that you open your account, you will see what's going on in the class. And I will send you weekly emails every Monday or Sunday to kind of remind you what we're supposed to do, what assignments you're supposed to submit. So all the important stuff about the class will be posted here as an announcement, and also email. So I'm basically sending you 2 reminders, okay? So there's no way for you to miss it. There's also a calendar. I still don't have it yet. You will have a calendar here, which will show you everything, because I'm still working class. This is summertime. That's why I'm recording it from my home. But I like to plan everything ahead. I'm still building your class, but you will see all the assignments also popping up here. Okay. So again, 3 different ways that you can see, but even when you just log into your D2L, 3 different reminders about what's coming up. Okay. So no excuse for you to miss any assignment. Okay. And the key to get good grade in my class is not missing any assignment. And it's not really that hard. okay? Everything in terms of our course materials, practice questions, things like that, will be right here under the Content tab. So you click on Content tab, and as you can see, the syllabus is here. There are weekly modules where you can find everything that we cover every single day. So this is, for instance, week 1, where we study chapter 1. You can find helpful videos that I made or I found them on YouTube here. You can find lecture notes that I also posted here for each chapter. So you can go through them and study the materials for that week, for that chapter, okay? This is the video that I made on production possibilities curve, or PPC, that you can watch. Also, when I send you my weekly emails, in those emails, I attach another video that I basically talked over these lecture notes, okay? It's like you're sitting in the classroom and I explain a little bit more, elaborate more on these topics for you, okay? Those videos are longer. Some students like it, some students don't. That's why I have 2 different types of videos. The longer ones that I send them in my emails, and the shorter ones on a specific topic, like this one, okay? Like PPC, what is economics, okay? So you can find everything here under the Content tab. So these are weekly modules that you can see basically, and they're all open to you. So you can see basically what's going on every week in our class, okay? I will also talk about our textbook. Let me talk quickly about the textbook. Again, this is an online class. Everything is online, and you do need to have a new textbook for our class, okay? We are adopting a new edition of our textbook, so I do not have everything right now here to show you how it looks like, but however, I'm going to show you one of my classes with an older version, older edition of our textbook, just for you to get an idea. Because of the new edition that we're adopting, the publisher will give me an access as an instructor. When we're getting closer actually to day 1 of the class, I think they're still doing some stuff working for integration between D2L and their software. So I do not have the recent version of that. But it would be very, very similar to what we have. So it really doesn't matter. You wouldn't even notice it's different. It is different for us, but not for you, really. So when you scroll down in this weekly modules that we have, there is a little folder here saying McGraw-Hill. So McGraw-Hill is our publisher, and McConnell is the author of our textbook, okay? So when you click on McGraw-Hill, and again, I will show you what I have right now for kind of the older version of that. And let me just bring it up right here. I forgot to already log in. We'll go to this class of mine, okay? So this is how basically our publisher software looks like, which is called Connect. The easiest way that you can purchase it, let me go back again to my D2L, I forgot to tell you, is to click on this McGraw-Hill. And I don't have anything here yet, but if you, let me show you from another class of my summer class that is open right now. So when you go to the Content tab, do not purchase it any other way. Okay, I do not recommend it. When you go to Content tab, you click on McGraw-Hill folder. That's again our publisher. And this is how the McGraw-Hill folder will look like also for you. You click on, let's say, homework number 1. I will talk to you about what's the difference between these assignments and also the homework. But you go to homework 1, and then you will launch it. It will take you to Connect, which is our publisher software. My account is already built up for you. It will be a brand new one, and it will ask you to create your username and password. If you have the money, you can right away pay and purchase the access code for a class. So you will have an access to your Connect account for the entire fall semester. I understand that some of us are waiting for financial aid. So take the advantage of 14 days free trial on Connect till you get the money. As soon as you get the money, then you can purchase the access code and have an access to the account for the entire semester, okay? If you have any problem getting the access code, please let me know, so I might be able to help. Again, don't wait till Thanksgiving to tell me that, okay? Be quick. We do have, as I said, assignments that are called homework in Connect, and we do have assignments that are called Chapter 1, Chapter 2 readings, okay? These are readings from each chapter that are called Chapter 1, Chapter 2. You have the entire semester to do them. They are not graded, they are optional, but I highly recommend you to read them, okay? You're not going to get any grade when you are done. The only thing that is graded, and I will use them to calculate your grade at the end of the day, is your homework. Homework 1, homework 2. You have an access to these type of assignments that are called homework at least 1 week. Sometimes I give you more time depending on how many chapters we cover. Like for instance, that homework 1 covers chapter 1 and chapter 2. So you have more time to complete homework number 1. But typically you have 1 week. All the assignments are due on Monday. They're open on a Monday, and then they are due the following Monday. So you remember that. It's easy to remember. So every single Monday at midnight, you have something to turn in, okay? And again, homeworks are graded. These reading from that they're called a smart book. These reading from each chapter are not graded, optional, but I highly recommend them. And why I recommend them? Because when you read them, it will take you to the actual textbook, okay? You read, you answer a few questions at the end of each part. If you are just struggling with a topic, a specific topic, it will take you back to that topic, making you read it. It's very efficient, I think, efficient way to learn more about a chapter. Remember that my lecture notes on D12, they are summary version of the textbook. So you always benefit from reading the entire textbook. So do not just rely on my notes. You learn more by reading the textbook. And this is a way that I can push you to read the textbook, okay? But again, they are not graded, but I highly, highly recommend you to do that, okay? To read them, okay? So that's about the textbook, okay? So get it as soon as you can, because you do have an assignment this week. Again, with extended deadline, because in week 1, of course, it's not, this is my summertime recording this video, but you will need this textbook, the access to the textbook, because week 1 you will have an assignment which is due on week 2nd, the second week, week 2 I meant, or second week, because again, the homework 1 is from chapter 1 and chapter 2, so it has a kind of extended deadline, okay? But get your access code if you can. Again, if you cannot, get the temporary access, and then when you have the money, buy it, okay? So that's about the textbook, okay? So as you can see, and let me go back to your class. As you can see, everything is under the content tab, right? Everything is under the content tab. For a minute, I lost your class. So you can see the weekly modules for every week. You can find the syllabus here, as well as our textbook and homework. So on under the content tab, you should be able to find everything that you need. One important thing that you need to do day 1, I would say, or week 1, is to read the syllabus in detail. Let me know if you have any question. If you do not have any question, then come here to the content tab, click on a student memorandum here, Basically, it's a piece of document that you sign, put your name and your course number, and then you are telling me that you read the syllabus, you're aware of the policies in this class, and I will talk more about them. And then you sign it, you are going to scan it or take a picture of it, and then you are going to send it to me, not by email. I will show you how. There is a Dropbox that I created. This is a student memorandum. And you are going to submit it to me saying that you don't have any question and you're aware. So it's like a contract between me and you, that you're aware of the policies, you understood everything. So, and it's a pretty kind of standard thing that we do for our online classes, just to make sure that you know what's going on in the class, okay? When you are done, you will come to course activities, and you don't really have to remember everything, because if you read the syllabus, I told you where you can find all these drop boxes that I'm talking about. So you go to assignments, and then there is a Dropbox here. I will change, of course, the date here. I'm still working, building your class. So this is the student memorandum folder. You click, and then you upload your signed assignment, and you are done, okay? So this is also another assignment that you do have week 1, okay? It is due on September 4th. So try to do it as soon as you can, because I know September 4th is a Labor Day, but that's Monday. Again, all the assignments are due on Monday, so please be aware of that and submit it as soon as you are done reading the syllabus, okay? You can find also, before I talk about the term paper, since I'm here, we do also have some discussions. They are not every week. There are sometimes every other week, every 2 weeks. You can find the discussions right here under the collaboration tab. You go there, you click on discussions. I explained how you should write and answer the discussion. And then, of course, these are the discussions that we have. So for discussions, you basically raise a question on the discussion board. You read the question, you do your research to find the answer for that question that I raised, and then you start posting your answer. You are not going to be able to see other people's posts unless you submit your own answer. And you can only send me one answer to that question that I raised. So don't be smart to send something to see everybody's answer. I had students in the past who did that, and I'm going to give you a 0 for that. So make up your mind, what do you want to write? And then you post, and then you submit your answer, okay? If you are using a textbook, if you are using internet, you have to cite your sources for me, okay? I do not accept YouTube. I do as a source because it is not scientific source. I do not accept websites that are not reliable. We do have tons of wrong news on the internet these days. I do not like personally Investopedia. Sometimes the information there are not accurate. So again, I do not approve that. Use reliable news. Our library has tons of economic journals that you can use. They're all online, available to you. Those are all reliable, so try to use them. And since I will talk about the term paper, these are also the sources that I approve for your term papers. Your sources should be scientific for both discussions and also for our term paper, okay? So when you submit your answer, you will get 50 points out of 100. And then you need to go back to the discussion board and provide some sort of feedback for your friends' answers, okay? You need to leave at least 2 feedback for your friends. Your answer, when you submit your answer, there is a word limit for your answers. Your answer shouldn't be less than 200 words. Otherwise, you're not going to get the 50 point. Of course, I'm going to read them. If they're not related to the question that I raised, again, you lose point. And also, when you leave a feedback for your friend, which has also 50 points, 25 points for the first feedback that you post, and 25 points for the second feedback that you post, your feedback also shouldn't be less than 100 words, okay? And please try not to say, oh, I agree with you, or I love your post. I go, why? Elaborate why you agree with your friend's response, why you like your friend's response. Okay. Sometimes you disagree with their answer. So be honest about it and tell them, oh, I don't think that I agree with your answer. I think your answer is not accurate because of this and that. Okay. So that's how you can also post and work on your discussions. Again, we don't have discussion every week, but we do have them throughout the semester. Again, there will be a calendar on the right hand side of our page on D2L where you can see the calendar, and again, watch for my reminders about discussions. You have again 1 week for discussions to post your answers. So again, they open up on a Monday and they will be closed the following Monday. So you always have 1 week. So go back to the discussion board, even if you post your answers for me, make sure that you go back and read your friends. I do have some students that they forget about posting feedback for friends, and then they're shocked that they see, oh, they only have 50 points or 40 points for their discussion, and they come back to me and, oh, I posted my answers and I did a great job in posting them. But yeah, but you need to also go back and communicate with your friends. Guys, remember, this is an online class, so I'm also trying to build a community, okay, here. And I think the discussion board is the best way for you to interact with your friends in class, and probably that's the only way that we can do that, right? So try to take the advantage of that, learn from other people. That's very, very important, because people have different point of view than you, that it will help you to think. It improves your critical thinking. Again, something that is not just related to economics, but it is a skill that you can also gain by taking college level classes. Okay, so that was for discussions. The last thing that I have here for you is about our term paper. And I know this video is long, but I have to explain everything because sometimes we don't read the syllabus in more detail. So I'm trying to be clear about that. And let me just tell you something about discussions and assignment before I tell you about the paper. Do not send me an email asking for extension. I'm very strict about deadlines, okay? And my answer will not change. My answer will be, no, I'm sorry, I cannot help you because you had 1 week to work on them. Just try to be on time, okay? We are all busy. I understand that. I'm busy. I have 2 kids. When fall semester starts, I'll be super busy because at Lone Star we just don't teach. I'm a full-time faculty here, so we have lots of activities that we have to participate. So my life will be crazy, just like yours. But we have to plan, right? We have to plan and be accountable and responsible. So you have 1 week for your assignments and for your discussions. When the deadline is coming, if you didn't submit your discussion or your homework, you will get 0. Okay. How I can help you? I am giving you 1 week to complete your assignments, which is more than enough. For assignments, for Connect assignments, homework, you have 2 attempts to do your homework. So I will just look at your highest grade. Okay. That will be also helpful to you. Discussion questions are really easy. You just have to probably spend less than 30 minutes to find the answer. Not bad. Again, you have 1 week to complete them. Just be responsible. Go back, check everybody's answer, provide feedbacks for them. Easy 100. Okay. Same thing for assignment. You have 1 week to complete homework. You have the materials, you have the lecture notes, you have the textbook in front of you. So do your best to get a good grade. Not easy, not hard. After the deadline for each homework on Connect, the homework will go on a study mode, because I want you to be able to go back, check your answers, get ready for the midterm exam, get ready for the final, reviewing the homework. When a homework is on a study mode, there's no way for me, in terms of the policies of the Connect, to give you extension. So I cannot give you an extension even if I want to. because it is on the study mode. On a study mode, I cannot change anything. So you cannot redo the homework for a grade. You can redo the homework just for your practice and for your learning, but you are not going to get any grade. So please be mindful of that, and don't ask me for extension, because my answer would be no. And I will also drop the lowest homework grade. So at the end, so you can basically miss one homework without impacting your grade. Okay, so again, it's not really that hard. Trust me, ask my students. You can get easy A on discussion, A on homework, if you just pay attention to deadlines. Okay, all right, that's about that. We do have a term paper, which is an individual paper that you write. So this is a microeconomic class. So I want you to pick a microeconomic topic, okay? You have the entire semester basically to work on the topic, but just on your paper, but just to make sure that you have the correct topic before you start working on it. I want to see your topics sometime in September, October. Okay, I will have the exact deadline for you when I post my final syllabus on D2L. And of course, I will remind you when we get closer to the deadline. So I want to see your topics before you start writing them. You can definitely ask me a question by email that, okay, I have this topic in mind. Can I start working on it even before the deadline for the topic? That's absolutely okay. And I will help you with and brainstorm with you and help you and direct you to pick the correct topic. But I need to have your topics for a certain time, and I will read them and provide feedback for you that, okay, your topic is great, so you can start working on the paper, or no, your topic is macro, or I think that your topic is too broad, so let's break it down. So I will give you my feedback, my opinion about your topic, again, because my goal is for you to get 100 from that paper, okay? And please spend some time researching for the paper before you write it, before you give it to me. I can tell how much time you spend writing a paper, okay, at this point. So don't just give me something that you wrote a night before the paper. Obviously, that paper is not going to make a good grade, right? And again, it's an easy A for you to work on your paper. Spend some good amount of time writing it. And I hope that you also enjoy it. You have no idea how much I enjoy reading your papers, because the topics that sometimes the students pick is just the topics that I don't think about them anymore. And I learn from your writing. I hope that you also enjoy writing them and doing your research when you're writing your paper. Okay. So I need your topics, and when I approve your topics, then you are going to be able to start writing your paper. Okay. You are not sending me your topics. There is a Dropbox. Again, you go to course activities, assignments, where you could find the Dropbox for student memorandum, the contract part of our class. And then you will see, of course, I will change the dates here. And then you have another Dropbox, which is called term paper topics. And again, we have the term paper for the end, where you come here and upload your topic. What do I need for the topic, for the term paper topic? So for the term paper topic, on a Word file, you are going to write down your name, your course information, which is Econ 2302, section 5005. You will put your name. And then the only thing I need is the research question that you are going to answer, okay? Let's say, and I will elaborate more how you can find that micro topic. So that will be it. If you have any idea how you're going to write your paper, you can give me some information. You can tell me, okay, these are my sources, if you have them, or these are the sources that I use to find my topic. So you can give me that too, but don't write because this is a micro class and we talk about firms and businesses, and you're interested to write about, let's say, Amazon. Don't just write, oh, my topic is Amazon. That is not an acceptable topic. What aspect of Amazon you are going to do research on? Are you going to talk about how Amazon is profitable? Are you going to write about the monopoly aspect of Amazon? What aspect of Amazon you want to do research on? So Amazon is so broad. I don't accept that. Okay, so break it down. What is it about Amazon that you are curious to learn more, and do your research and write your paper? So be more specific when you are sending me those topics. Okay, try not to miss that. Your paper has 100 points. The topic has 10 points out of 100. And when you submit your papers at the end of the semester, which again, I will, if it's before the finals, because I want you to have your grade before you take the final exam, has 90 points, okay, of your term paper grade. So sending me the topics has 10 points. Again, I need to approve that topic before you start writing the paper, because I don't want you to spend a lot of time writing the paper with the wrong topic. Okay, so I want to make sure that you are good to go for the next step. Okay, again, if you have any question, let me know. How you can find a microeconomic topic. So the best way is for you to look into news or look at the textbook. So as I said, the first 5 chapters are common between micro and macro. Don't look at them. You cannot write about demand and supply, let's say. It is not necessarily a microeconomic topic. Okay, so look into chapter 6 till the end of our textbook. Those are all micro topics. We talk about consumers a little bit in our class, but our focus will be on businesses. Okay, how businesses can make profit, how businesses operate. I gave you an example of Amazon. Or let's say you want to research more about inflation, because it's a very hot topic these days, right? Inflation in general is a macro topic, okay? But you can write about inflation rate in city of Houston. What is happening to our prices in the city of Houston? Or you want to compare the inflation in the city of Houston with, let's say, I don't know, LA in California. You can do that. It's a combination of micro and macro. But since you're just looking into a specific city, inflation rate in a specific city, it is a micro topic. So you can twist a macro topic and make it micro and write about it. You can write about a specific industry, okay? What is happening in the housing market? You can write about that. What is happening to oil and gas? What happened during COVID, after COVID? You can do that. You can write about a specific company like the Amazon that I gave you an example. Okay, so these are all micro topics. Okay, so do not write about demand supply, do not write about opportunity cost, do not write about minimum wage. I do not accept those topics. Okay, these are not micro, these are econ topics, but they're not micro topics. Okay, so just be careful with that. That's why I need to see your topics before you start writing them. Okay, this is an economic college level class. So I expect to see economic language throughout your paper. And if you look into, and I have some examples for you in the under the content tab, because your paper at the end would be an MLA format. If you don't have any idea what MLA format is, you can just do some research on D2L, but I will also post a sample of the MLA format. You can go to the Writing Center. They are amazing Writing Center. They have different workshops on different topics. So you can reach out to them. And I know that send these massive emails sometimes about their workshops. We have amazing people working there that can help you with your paper. You can just make an appointment. You can send everything online. They will read it. They will give you feedback. They will help you how to do that. But I want to see economic language throughout your paper. And since this is a college level paper, avoid saying I think. Your opinion, sorry for saying that, doesn't matter much about the topic, because you are working with facts. Okay, so you can add your topic. Sorry, you can add your opinion to the topic maybe when you are kind of done with explaining the topic, the issue, the problem that you had, then you are elaborating on at the end of your paper. but the majority of your paper should be based on facts, not your opinion about the topic. You can find, I know when you read the syllabus, it says find a microeconomic problem. It doesn't necessarily should be an economic problem. Let me just elaborate on that. It could be, as I said, yes, inflation is a problem. So that's a problem, right? That's what I meant by microeconomic issue or microeconomic problem. So you explain that problem, you come up with solutions that are reasonable, right? And then you have a conclusion at the end. But sometimes you pick a topic that is not necessarily a problem, but you want to talk about it, you want to write about it. Like, let's say, monopoly market. It is not necessarily a problem, but it is a topic, right? It's a microeconomic topic. So you are going to elaborate on that. So it is not specifically a problem. So you really don't have to provide a solution for that. You should just going to elaborate and talk about it. And again, this is a college level class. So besides the economic language that you are going to use, I like to see some graphs, if possible, some statistics and data to back up your discussions. You need to provide facts and proof. And in economics, we use lots of graphs, you will see. So we use data. So try to put them in your paper. Then you will have a very stronger argument and better grade, okay? So that's pretty much it for the paper. I'll try to of course I will send you all the deadlines and everything, but try to send me your questions by email and start thinking about your topics. Again, this is an easy A, honestly. You just need to do some research and find a topic. I always tell my students, find a topic that you like. That's very important because you're going to spend some time researching about that topic, and find a topic that you can find materials for it. Okay. Sometimes we have a great idea, but you cannot really find much on the internet. Okay. And again, use our library because I need to see scientific sources, not YouTube, not Investopedia, not fake news or whatnot. Okay. There are tons of wrong information on the internet. And the best way for you to see if it's scientific or not is just to check the library. Okay. Check the authors, check the credentials of the authors of the articles that you use. Okay. Are they faculty? Are they scientifics? Or it's just like one person out of nowhere writing about that topic? Okay. Sorry for the long video, but it's like how I talk in my face-to-face classes first day, trying to explain everything, all the expectations that you can have from the class. Again, welcome to this class. I hope that we have a great fall semester together. Always reach out to me if you have any question, and I wish you all the best. Okay, till next time. Please stop the recording.